Hey everybody, Lonely Trans Girl here again. Decided to come to a really cool spot I came to yesterday. It's really warm today. It's like the 1st of December and it's like in the low teens, which is incredible for this time of year, but it's incredibly windy today. So I hope we don't get like that wind noise, like crap in the camera, because that's just so annoying and it's really hard to edit out. Really not much I can do about it. But yeah, we went to this really cool trail. We used to explore up in here when we were little kids, and now they've made it into a park, so there's bridges and everything, and it's really great. It's in a little gorge, so it might be a little protected from the wind. I'm here with my buddy. Hey buddy, you say hi? Say hi! Are we gonna go for a rock? A rock? You wanna go for walks? Yeah, you wanna go for walks in the woods? He's so cute. Anyway, yeah, let's see what it's like. Alright. Now, there was nobody here yesterday, and there's a few people here today, so someone might bump into me walking and talking in my camera, which always makes me feel like a knob, like I need another excuse to be stared at, right? But anyway, it's really cool through here. I had a really rough day yesterday. My ex is really rude. She's really adamant about taking me to court and ruining my life. Probably ruining her own in the process too. And then instead of being supportive, my dad's very critical about everything. So yeah, it makes it really hard to deal with. So I thought instead of going home after work yesterday, I would come here. And it helped. So I thought I'd show you guys what it's like here too. You guys. Probably just me. I'm probably the only one watching this when I'm editing it, so. But anyway, it's good. Let's just see a little bit around here. Look it's gorgeous. This is just the beginning. You're gorgeous too. I came here really early after work yesterday. I was only by myself and there was nobody else here. I was a little worried about running into animals. I was pretty upset too, so I was singing a little song to myself about them. If they're gonna come and eat me to make it quick. I just didn't want to get my face torn off, you know what I mean? Bleed out, that would have sucked. But anyway, I think the last video I made, I haven't edited it yet, so it's really late. I don't think I've actually posted anything since Halloween? Maybe Thanksgiving. Yeah, let's just stay into my Papa's peanut. It was really weird to be December 1st and have a warm breeze hit you. Go climate change, I guess, hey? No evidence to support that though, except for everywhere. But yeah, anyway, what I was saying was, last video I'd mentioned that I was invited by a girlfriend of mine to go riding in Brazil with a bunch of other women. And that sounds so incredibly fun for me. Like, that is exactly what I would love to do with my life. Then I looked up Brazil's LGBTQ history and rights, and in 2018 there was over 150 trans people murdered in Brazil, and the website I read said it was probably the least friendliest place for transgender people on the planet, and at the bare minimum I can expect harassment and and people just being biased against me. Woo! And at the very worst, I can expect to be assaulted or murdered, right? So I decided I'm not gonna go. What I did decide I'm gonna do, and this is all dependent on what my ex does to me, and she's so rude. Like, I've been trying to be fair with her. Even my lawyer, the lawyer I hired, Just trying to be fair with her. And she just won't listen to anyone, right? She just wants everything. She wants me to pay for everything. She wants her lifestyle to not change. And then that leaves me in a position where I can't move forward. Because I can't afford her life and mine separately, right? Like, but anyway, what I've done is I've put a deposit on a different motorcycle. Mine's a little CB300 Charlie. You've met him. He's cute. It's beautiful. I love Charlie. But he's not big enough to do what I want to do on him. He's really not good on the highway. He's not designed to ride off-road at all. So I put a deposit on a CB500X. And that'll get me where I want to go. I've been watching a channel from a girl named Nora Lee. She calls herself Itchy Boots. She travels to all these wonderful places that honestly I'm not welcome in, and it's a little scary to go there. And on that website I was looking at, Canada's the second friendliest place for queer folk, and I live here and I haven't seen it. I mean, I've lived here, I'm 47 years old, and I've barely gotten out of the valley that I live in, right? So Charlie's helped a lot with that. But I really want to explore my country, and I think I'd be safe to do so. So my new bike will take me there if I can make it happen. Should be released in the spring. And as far as dream machines go, it's still fairly affordable, so my payments wouldn't be incredibly crippling. So hopefully it'll all work out. Hopefully I can get to see places. Obviously I'd start here in British Columbia. Really want to go and tour the island, Vancouver Island. But eventually, you know, I have to work within my holiday time frame that I hike from work, but I'd like to be able to get up to the Yukon, Northwest Territories, maybe pop over to Alaska, definitely the island, travel through the north, across. I have a cousin who just visited from Ottawa. She said I could come and hang out there for a while. That would be really cool. And most of my family lives in Nova Scotia, and that would be awesome. How cool would riding the Cabot Trail be, right? So that's my plan. That's what I want to do. That's gonna make me happy, I'm sure. Even if I'm doing it by myself. I do a lot of things by myself, and I'm getting used to it. I'm finding a lot of joy in that. Yesterday when I came here by myself, it really felt good. It really helped me get over my sadness. So, like, look at this beautiful land I live in, right? It's incredible. So I want to experience as much of it as I can. And my new bike could do that for me. I've even picked out a name already. It's a Japanese bike. I love Japanese history. I've named him Masami. It's a Japanese name that means become beautiful. And I feel that's what I've done since I started riding a motorcycle. It's where I found myself. And everything about being on a bike has become beautiful. So it's a really fitting name. It's a really perfect bike. I test rode one when I was getting Charlie serviced. Fits me perfectly. Rides really nice. Great on the highway, great off-road. So that's my plan. Let's see if my ex lets it happen or crushes my dreams once again, because she seems to be an expert at that. Anyway, want to see a butt shot of Sir Peanut Butter, Loudon the First, Earl of Brittle, walking the trails? Check this out. Oh, there you go, buddy. He's having a good time. Do you like it out here? Sure smells good, hey? Hey, who's my boy? Who's my boy? Come on, let's go. What are we waiting for? That's it. He brings me a lot of joy too. I remember I'm making it this far as children. What we used to do in the summertime was get in the creek and walk up the creek in the hot sun to see how far we were gonna make it. We were always like, oh, we're gonna get to the source. Never got to the source. But check this out. I think it's like from an old irrigation system, maybe? That tree has fallen on it and kind of busted it up. Don't tell my mom, but we actually climbed on there and skimmied up as far as we could. It was really fun, but kind of scary. But yeah, really cool. Love the sound of the water. These rocks. If I wasn't super chicken and afraid of heights, like rock climbing would be real fun. I'm also pretty weak. I actually started going to the gym at my parents' place. They have a fitness center. Started out bench pressing 15 pounds, but I'm up to 20. I don't really want to bulk up anyway. I just want to stay healthy and look cute. Speaking of cute, finally got some booties. I'm super stoked because I know exactly what my shoe size is in women's shoes now. And yeah, finding them is great. Found some really cute pink runners for the gym. And not only did I find them like a week after I bought my top and my pants, they matched perfectly. So, you know, it's a gift. So I actually think this is the end of the line for Puppos and me. I mean, I'm not entirely scared, but it is winter. I bet you that water is freezing. I'm clumsy. I have a dog and a camera in my hand. I'll check it out. A little bit of a water crossing. They do have a string to hold on to, which doesn't look like it would hold you up at all. And that water's deep enough to get really wet and really cold. Maybe I'll take a rain check on that one. Beautiful though. What a place. We will definitely explore that side come springtime. If I do get wet, I want to be able to warm up is my thing, right? And if I get wet now, even though it's pretty warm out today, I don't really like getting wet to begin with. How did I not know I was transgender for so many years? Because I'm a freaking sissy. Look at this guy. Hey, you up on the cliff? You're brave. He tried to get in the water already. You don't care. Hey? Yeah. I love how he sits on his butt. Most dogs sit on their haunches, but Peanut's a butt sitter. Yep, right there. Right on the cheeks. Alright, buddy. We should head back, I guess, hey? Should we head back? You want to sit here for a little while? Do you like the sound of the water? You like the smell? Alright. I'll just hang out for a little while. Yesterday after I did this trail, I went and got some lunch. And I went to a little graveyard that was in one of my other videos. I pulled my bike up in front of it. And I actually went in and sat down and had lunch there. I think just like the being here in this nature, this beauty and smelling the smells and hearing the sounds, and then having lunch with all these people that can't enjoy those things anymore just gave me a new appreciation for life again. Sometimes I need to remind myself that being alive is pretty great, even though it comes with a lot of challenges sometimes. But I think those challenges are really going to be worth it for me. This bridge is sketchy. It makes noise. Not as sketchy as that one though. But yeah, sometimes I need to really think about the positive things I do have to make me appreciate how good my future could be. There's challenges for sure. Everybody's got challenges. I mean, when I was having lunch, I remember like being like, oh, life is hard, and I looked up and there's not a religious person at all, but there's Jesus hanging from a cross, and I was like, looked at him and I'm all like, well, you know. Well, life can be very difficult sometimes, but it's also really worth it, right? And like I've said before, just because you're lonely or different, you don't have a lot of people in your life that understand you, you don't have to be sad. There's a lot to enjoy. And to be honest, in this last year, I've really made some fascinating connections, mostly with women. I'm finding friendships with women to be incredibly gratifying. I think it's something I've looked for my whole life. I didn't really know how to navigate that without, with like sexual tension coming into that, right? Like, I've had a couple of my friends now tell me that they did have crushes on me when we were younger. And that's what made it feel awkward, right? Because it's not what I was looking for. But I didn't know how to express that either, right? Like, they're beautiful, don't get me wrong. And now that I understand my feelings, I can honestly say I love them a lot. But not like that, right? And it's nice to understand that platonic love, it feels really good. Now I just gotta find me a guy. I've actually downloaded a couple of queer dating site apps. I haven't filled out a profile or anything. I really want my separation to be finalized and give myself some time alone to get over that. And I mean, I was in a relationship for 25 years, right? Like, I need some time for me, figure out who I am. But I'm really curious about that. I've always been curious about it, if I'm honest. So, I mean, just because I sign up to a site doesn't mean I have to jump into a relationship either, right? Like, I think it'd be really nice to meet guys that aren't afraid of trans girls, or even the way I present, which isn't entirely feminine all the time, but that should hopefully change. I've been on estrogen for a year now and have a doctor's appointment next week. I'm gonna ask about some different hormones like progesterone. I really want to start doing some hair removal on my face. My beard gives me a lot of dysphoria. It would be really nice to have that calm down at least, right? It's really quite intense. And I think I'm eligible to be put on the wait list for surgery, so I was thinking, like, when I first started this journey, I wasn't sure how far I wanted to take it, but I was listening to a podcast from the CBC about murdered trans girls in Toronto's gay village, and it was only 10 or 15 years ago. But like, the girls that came before me literally paved the way with their lives to make these things possible for me to do. And like I've said before, in my heart, I'm 100% female. And I'd really like my outsides to reflect my insides, right? Not necessarily that I want to fit into a box, which is kind of like where my mindset was at the beginning of this journey. Like, if I'm not male, I'm female. And I had a really great therapist talk to me about that old-fashioned notion and tell me, like, no, like, become comfortable with who you are, and if you need to label yourself, find a box that you fit into. That's where I ended up with non-binary. So I'd presented as male for so long that I didn't think I could actually make that change. But the more I do this, the further I go along, the more I see myself, my true self. Like, I do feel pretty sometimes. I feel extremely feminine. And parts of my body don't feel right. So I have a great opportunity in this country to get that taken care of. Some of it's not funded, like getting rid of my beard, electrolysis, laser hair removal. I'm pretty sure that's on my dime. And like I said, depending on how my separation goes, I don't know. Maybe it's not something I can afford to do, but even if I can just get this beard knocked down so that I don't have to shave twice a day, that would be great, because that really hurts my face. My skin's very sensitive. So my beard's very coarse. And yeah, I'm gonna take this as far as I can. And I will. I'll become beautiful. Change my own name to Masami. Just sidebar, I'm not going to change my name again. That was a huge task. It took forever. It cost a lot of money. I love my name. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it. Maybe I have. But my name is Love. And it fits me. It's what I want to give. It's what I want to receive. It's not specifically gendered, although it does tend towards more feminine. It just feels so good to hear. I really like it. I'm keeping it. Talk to you later.